Hey guys, just wanted to share yet another fantastic video with you of yet another beautiful Western woman rising up to defend her nation, her culture, her people from the ongoing injustice of mass immigration and the globalist agenda. This woman is extremely articulate, extremely intelligent, and she rightfully points out the massive crime wave that has infected all of Europe and actually the entire Western world since the advent of diversity. Now, as you know, it's been a minute since I put out a video. That's because I just got back from my latest YouTube suspension for putting out videos just like this, where we call out the injustice of what's taking place all across Europe and the Western world against Western people. This evidently is a crime on YouTube, and I'm evidently not allowed to say these things, and I'm not even allowed to present beautiful, intelligent women like this saying these things. So I've created another channel on Odysee, which I will link below. I hope all of you will come over there and subscribe to me over there, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be allowed to present this kind of truth on YouTube. What this intelligent woman is talking about in this video is the massive crime wave that has taken place all across Europe and the entire Western world since the introduction of diversity. And this isn't some kind of crazy conspiracy theory. Here's a map from Europedia of the crime rates across Europe, and as anyone can clearly see, there is a crime gradient from east to west. And as we know, it's predominantly the Western European nations that have flung open their borders and forced mass immigration upon the poor people of those nations, whereas Eastern Europeans have largely rejected this insanity. As you can see, nations like Poland, Hungary, the Czech Republic that have rejected mass immigration have almost no crime. I mean, the crime rate in England now is what, like 50 times the crime rate in Poland? 45 times the crime rate in Poland? So this is not some kind of conspiracy theory. This is factual data, and this data is presented by the governments of these nations. So it's their data. And to this point in my next video, you're going to see this firsthand in the United States, because I have in my hands the latest FBI crime report, if YouTube will allow me to present this information to you. Without further ado, here is this beautiful, brave, intelligent woman telling it like it is.
So it happened again. The news hit today that a 14-year-old girl has been found dead, drugged, and abused in an apartment of an Afghan migrant in Vienna. This follows the news of two children who were 9 and 10 years old that were stabbed by a migrant in Duisburg-Marlow in Germany. And this follows the news of 3 women who were stabbed by a migrant also in Vienna, and a 12-year-old girl that was gang raped by 17 migrant miners also in Vienna. And that's, in the last 10 days, that's 10 days in Europe. And this happens all the time. And I can't even begin to tell you how many cases like this I've reported on in the last, few years. It's endless. It's endless. And it literally never ends, because nothing ever changes. Our policies never change. And then there's some uproar for a few days. Everyone's like, man, what happened here? And the newspapers, if they even write about it, there will be one headline, one article. And then everybody forgets again. And the list of girls and women and boys and men too who have been sacrificed on the altar of mass migration is too long to even fathom. And we just forget. We don't know. But everybody who argues for mass deportations or who says, hey, we need to close our borders is a racist. But if you're white in this continent and you get killed, nothing happens. Nothing happens. The whole world was up in arms about a drug dealer who was murdered in the United States, George Floyd. If you're a white 14-year-old girl found dead and raped in an apartment of a migrant in Vienna, nobody even knows your name. Nobody knows your name. And I swear, I'm thinking about this now. I've filmed documentaries before. I will do it again. No, someone needs to make a film about this. Somebody needs to put a face to all of these victims, to all of these girls, to all of these women, to all of these boys and men who've been murdered by people who should have never been here. If it's the last thing I'll do, I'm making this promise to you right now. I'm emotional about it. I'm going to make this film. I'm going to make this film because something needs to happen here, and we can't just forget their names. We don't even know their names in most cases. I'll make the film.